We believe that videos, images, words, and sounds have the absolute power to inform, inspire, and entertain. We are united under the virtues of safety and knowledge. We are a training community of learners and teachers who encourage and energize each other to achieve greatness. We are pilots, videographers, photographers, freelancers, business owners, enthusiasts, experts, and apprentices. We are creators. We are the Drone U.
Hey, Rob!
Hey, Paul.
How's it going today?
Awesome.
Great, because it's time for another awesome episode of Ask Drone U.
Very cool. I think it's number 313. I had to look.
Well, hold on. Let me look at my sheet here. Yep.
Very good.
13 here.
We nailed it.
I think it's actually pretty easy considering that it's right in front of us.
Hey, I count every victory a big victory, no matter the ease with which... Anyways.
Well, it is
I'm
Monday,
Rob.
so I'm Paul, and welcome to another awesome episode of Ask Drone U. We've got a good one today. Thank you, everyone, for listening in. We do appreciate it. Happy Monday. Mutta. Can't say it because I would get slapped by Rob.
That's why we sit close, by the way.
It's true. Arm distance. Just saying. If you're watching on YouTube, you can actually see me raise my arm and see just how far away Rob is from my fingertips.
Indeed.
Otherwise, guys, thank you again for listening in. I know I've said that before, but I really do mean it. And I think we should just get into today's question. Monday's supposed to be easy,
Yeah.
but if you're living your dream, then you're never really working a day in your life, so Mondays are actually kind of easy.
That's right, and we hope that's all of you guys. We hope you're just driving to your next best job.
Living the drone life.
Absolutely.
So today's question is brought to you by... Are you a drone pilot? Are you operating under a Section 333 exemption? Then you may be familiar with Item 27, which requires you to get a property release for every flight over property.
Legal Flyer is an app for iPhone and iPad that helps you create professional property releases in less time than it takes to do a pre-flight check.
You can add your pilot info, you can sign it, hand it to the property owner for their signature. But wait a second. Legal Flyer's advanced integration automatically adds latitude, longitude, and even altitude.
Then add a panorama straight from the app. Everything drops into a single-page PDF you can share with a single tap. It's compliance at light speed. Visit LegalFlyer.com for more information or get it straight from the App Store. Legal Flyer. Property releases for professional drone pilots.
Hi guys, quick question. I'm planning on getting an Inspire 1, but I also want an Osmo. If I bought the Osmo first, could I use that camera with the Inspire 1? So I guess my question is, do they sell an Inspire 1 without the camera and gimbal? And can I do what I just asked? Thanks.
Can you use your Osmo camera on your Inspire 1?
I don't think so, right?
No, you definitely cannot. Can you use your Inspire 1 camera on your Osmo? Yes, you can.
There you go.
Can you buy an Inspire 1 without the camera?
Well, as far as we were finding, no, right?
I couldn't find one, no.
Unless maybe you got one used or something.
Yeah, you could probably buy one off of eBay, but
Yeah.
actually I have my questions about eBay. I was selling something recently on eBay, and they took all the fees out and then sent me a bill for more fees. And I was like,
Wow.
So, I mean, I have my doubts about buying things on eBay right now. But no, I wouldn't recommend that you try to buy an Inspire without a camera. What I would do is I would buy an Inspire 1 Pro,
Yeah.
and I would get an Osmo just by itself. I mean, $650. I mean, you think about it, that means they're only charging like $100 for the handle of the Osmo.
Right.
Because the Inspire 1 camera, the same camera is $599 on their website.
And that handle's pretty sweet in terms of everything that it does.
It is very sweet, yes.
Now, I suppose if someone was intent upon wanting to buy an Inspire 1 and not have the camera, you could just buy it and then sell the camera. There's always somebody out there who broke theirs or whatever that's looking to buy one.
It's true.
So you're probably not going to
You'd be
come ahead.
surprised what you can find too online, frankly. I mean,
Yeah.
you really would be. But I'll say this: I haven't seen very many Osmos online because people really do like them.
I know it's been fantastic for Drone U.
It has.
We've
And
used it a lot.
Actually, if you're wondering a couple different ways you can use the Osmo, like the Hardcore Henry movie, the point of view, without having all that shakiness, you could actually use the Osmo on a helmet. Really cool.
Very cool.
And we have 4 other really unique ways to use an Osmo. So check out that YouTube video. Link will be right here. Anyway, make sure you click that. And if you're listening to the podcast, check it out in the show notes. It really is cool. I mean, it really will give you a new idea to kind of use your Osmo, and it's frankly awesome. So I hope we answered that simple question.
One last question. Have you heard any buzz that might change in terms of that Osmo camera being interchangeable with the Inspire?
I've heard buzz, but
Meaningless.
doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. If he buys the Inspire 1 Pro, he can take the X5 off and put it on the Osmo.
Well, you can also buy just the Osmo stick, right?
Ooh, I don't know.
Maybe?
I've never seen that.
Really?
Yeah, but I've always stopped looking after we get things.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense. Moving on.
Yeah, got one and done. No, I mean that because literally, like DJI normally rolls out like with the Osmo. It took 3 weeks after that to even be able to buy batteries, like extra batteries.
Right.
So I really haven't followed the progression of how DJI has been releasing Osmo and Osmo parts.
That'd be really cool if they did. I guess obviously we don't know if they do, but if so, that'd be another way to go.
Yeah. The last thing, if you do want to use the X5 on the Osmo, there is a very special clip that you need to be able to do that. There is one for sale on Amazon.
Sold by DJI?
No, sold by
aftermarket?
someone else. Yeah, it's
Third
a 3D,
party?
3D printed part.
Cool.
So because of that actual Osmo Pro that's going to come out this year, they haven't released that adapter plate yet kit.
So on that note, if somebody's buying from a third party a 3D printed piece, would you feel comfortable with your $2,000 camera sitting on the Osmo with that piece holding it on?
No, but I've seen other people buy that piece online and post about it and how it works, so I would.
So yes.
Yes.
Okay. No, but yes.
There's caveats, right?
Okay.
If someone else buys it and says, you know what, it's worked for me, that's great. Again, I'll probably still wait a few weeks and try to check in with that person to see if there's been any long-term damage.
Got it.
Because that's something you never see online. It's always like here's my initial review.
The good stories
Yeah.
and everything that went well.
Yeah.
Right.
One thing I'm actually looking forward to doing here at Drone U is kind of like the consumer reports. Like, you've had your drone for a year. You've put 400 hours on your drone. How has it been doing?
Kind of like the maintenance costs of a vehicle.
Maintenance costs, but also things to avoid. Just like right now, when I buy a car, I look at TrueCar to see how much other people have been buying it for.
Right.
And then I also look at Edmunds.com to see what have been the major problems with vehicles.
Sure.
Or that specific vehicle. With my Land Rover, I was always replacing the alternator. With my Escape, I'm always replacing the brakes, but I just got new composite brakes. So I actually took John around for a spin and showed him just about how hard you can hit them.
Oh, goody. Glad that was you, John.
And then my ABS light, I found out there's nothing wrong with my brakes. It's just a $20 sensor.
Oh.
So one thing I like about the Escape, very, very cheap to fix if you do it yourself. Same thing with the drone. What's going to break? What things can you look out for? How can you avoid problems? We're not there yet in the drone industry, I feel, because everything is so new. But
Right.
I do feel in time we'll get there.
There's just not a lot of data yet, but that would be a phenomenal service to offer people.
Well, you think about propellers, for example, right? Most people don't know after 10 hours you should replace your propellers. Why? Because they track up. You begin to get less and less flight time. They're less rigid, and overall they crack, they break, you lose your drone. So there is a maintenance schedule for parts.
Right.
No one's really come out with the data to have that. In fact, I think the only person who really has that data is Terry Miller from Transport Risk Management.
Cool.
But I cannot endorse him.
Okay.
Sorry.
But if you have a question about getting insurance, there are other people that we'd be happy to put you in touch with.
Yes.
In fact, we need to have them on again, do sort of an update.
We do need to do
That'd
an
be
update,
really good.
actually. That would be really cool. Because another big issue is about flying inside.
Oh.
People are wondering, am I insured for flying inside? I know we are, because this was an issue when we were working with Costello, remember?
Yeah.
And we had all that figured out at the time, but we're covered for that, but other people are not.
Well, the point is you've really got to know your policy, and you've got to have an agent who really knows their policies and can explain them to you and make sure you're getting what you need.
Totally
so,
true.
Absolutely.
Totally true. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for us today. If you have a question, go to AskDroneU.com and upload that question. We've got a lot in right now, a lot of questions, but we absolutely love them. And remember, this question is not only helping you, but the community at large. Thank you for all those reviews that have been coming in. Guys, please, please, please write us a review. Let us know what you think of the podcast. Give us a share or tell your friends. If you know someone who's new to drones and they need to learn about drones and how to fly them and where to fly them so that they won't ruin the industry, check out the Don't Crash course. It's truly awesome. I think you'll really like it.
Or just ruin their pocketbook.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No.
By the way, we are doing a new contest. We just gave away an annual membership, right? A couple days ago.
Have you heard from Tiago?
Well, he hasn't heard from me.
Oh.
But no, I've not heard from him
Fair
in terms
enough.
of had he heard about it on the podcast. We've not heard from him, but I need to reach out to him, and I will do that. But we're doing another one, right? So number 1, between now and number 350 episode, get your question in. If it's on the podcast, you'll be entered into a drawing to win an annual membership from Drone U. But you've got to give us your name. That's very, very helpful.
That is very helpful.
So while we appreciate today's question, there was no name associated with it, so that makes it tough. But anyways, thank you for sending the questions in.
Definitely. I want to give a shout out to someone who's very cool in the drone world and is not very well known. Her name is Amy Windu.
Okay.
She's she's an analyst for the drone industry. She's actually been really helpful to us, and she just got her last chemo today, and she's getting over having breast cancer. So awesome job,
wow,
Amy.
that's awesome.
You're she's really a cool person. Honestly, of all the analysts I've ever worked with, she is the most in your face, blunt, but happy, you know.
Anybody that kicks cancer's butt is a friend of ours, right?
I could not agree more.
Absolutely. Good for her.
Couldn't agree more. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for us today. My name is Paul.
I'm Rob.
This is Ask Drone U.
We believe that videos, images, words, and sounds have the absolute power to inform, inspire, and entertain. We are united under the virtues of safety and knowledge. We are a training community of learners and teachers who encourage and energize each other to achieve greatness. We are pilots, videographers, photographers, freelancers, business owners, enthusiasts, experts, and apprentices. We are creators. We are the Drone U.